Welcome students to online classes of mathematics for class 8. In this video, we're going to study chapter number 16, which is playing with the numbers. This one is the session number 2 for this particular chapter. Myself, Deepak Kodam, teaching mathematics in Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. So let's start with today's class. Chapter number 16, playing with numbers, dividing into total 5 subtopics, out of which we have already covered the first 4 subtopics in the previous session. Now we'll be looking at the fifth one, which is the test of divisibility. So let's start. In test of divisibility, we have the test for different numbers. So first one is divisibility by number 10. Okay, so we have a number is divisible by 10 if its ones digit is 0. Okay, so if you have any number having its ones digit 0, only then it will be divisible by 10, otherwise it will not be divisible by 10. Okay, for example, like the number 10, 30, 70, 100, 150,000 and 1560. Okay, or any other number which have 0 at ones place, you can notice all the numbers having 0 at the ones place. That means all of these are divisible by 10. Okay, next is divisibility by 5. Okay, so a number is divisible by 5 if its ones digit is either 0 or 5. Okay, if you have any number whose ones digit is either 0 or 5, only then it will be divisible by 5. Okay, for example, like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 and so on. Like it has 5 at the ones place, 0 at ones place, 5, 0, 5, 0 and so on. Okay, so it should have either 0 or 5 at ones place, only then it will be divisible by 5. Okay, next is the divisibility by 2. Okay, so in case of 2, a number is divisible by 2 if its ones digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6 or 8. That means it should be either 0 or any of the even number. Okay, for example, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 16, 40, 78 and so on. So any number having either of these numbers 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 at the ones place will be divisible by 2. Okay, next is divisibility by 3 and 9. Okay, so here we have a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9. So if you have any number and the sum of the digit, its digit is, if it is divisible by 9, then the number will also be divisible by 9. For example, if we have 18. Okay, so 18 means its digits are 1 and 8. So if you add 1 plus 8, you will get 9. And we know 9 is divisible by 9. That means this number is also divisible by 9. Okay, suppose if we have a number 2, 8, 1. Okay, now you can see the sum of its digits will be 2 plus 8 is 10 plus 1 is 11, and we know that when we divide 11 by 9, we will not get a whole number. Okay, that means this number is not divisible by 9. Okay, you can see any number, if the sum of its digit is divisible by 9, then the number will be divisible by 9. Okay, same is for the number 3. Okay, a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digit is divisible by 3, otherwise it is not divisible by 3. Okay, let's say if you have 81. Okay, so let's add its digits. So we have 8 plus 1 is 9, and 9 is divisible by 3. Okay, we get 3. That means this 81 is also divisible by 3. Okay, so any number whose sum is divisible by 9 will be divisible by 9, and any number whose the sum of digits is divisible by 3, then the number will also be divisible by 3. Okay, that means you will add all the digit, you will get a number. If that number is divisible by 9 or 3, then that number will be also be divisible by 9 or 3. Okay, so we have 4 divisibility tests here. First one is of 10, then we have divisibility of 5, 2 and 9 and 3. Okay, now based on this we have exercise 16.2. now let's move to the exercise. In exercise 16.2, the first question is, if 21y5, that is 2100, and we have one digit missing here, at the place of the digit we have y, and then we have 4 digit as 5, is a multiple of 9 where y is a digit, what is the value of y? Okay, so we are given a number. Let's start its answer. Number 1, we are given number 21y5, and it is given that it is a multiple of 9. Multiple of 9 means this will also be divisible by 9. Okay, so we know a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Okay, so we know a number is divisible by 9 only if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Okay, since it is given that it's a multiple of 9, that means it also will be divisible of 9. That means the sum of its digits, that is 2. Okay, so we'll write therefore 2 plus 1 plus y plus 5. Okay, that is, if we add these, we'll get 5 plus 1 is 8. Sorry, 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 2 is 8. So we have 8 plus y. Okay, so y here should be something, so that the sum of these digits should be a multiple of 9. Okay, so if we can choose, if we choose y equal to 0, that will be 8 plus 0 will be 8, which is not divisible by 9. Okay, so we can choose y equals to 1. In that case, if we place y equals to 1, then 8 plus y, which is 1, is will be equals to 9, and 9 is divisible by 9. Okay, so if you choose any other number other than 1, you will not get the sum of digit equals to a number which is divisible by 9. Okay, so only the value which satisfy is y equals to 1. Okay, so we'll write the only possible value of y is 1. Okay, that is the number will be so our number will be, we have 2 1 at the place of 1, we also write 1. Sorry, y will write 1. So our given number is 2115. So if you add its digit, will be 5 plus 1 is 6 plus 1 is 7, 7 plus 2 is 9, and we know 9 is divisible by 9. That means this complete number will also be divisible by 9. Okay, so that's the answer of the question number 2. Now moving to the next one, we have if 31z5 is a multiple of 9. Okay, again we are given this number as multiple of 9 where z is a digit. What is the value of z? Okay, so let's start its answer. Number 2, the number given to us is 31z5. Okay, so we'll write is a multiple of 9. Okay, so we'll write, we know that a number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. Okay, that means, so all right, therefore the sum of 3 plus 1 plus z plus 5, which is 5 plus 1 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, so we have 9 plus z. Okay, so now we'll choose the certain value of a value of z such that the sum of these values should be a multiple of 9. Okay, so if we choose z equals to 0, that means 9 plus 0 will be 9. Okay, which is a multiple of 9 or divisible by 9. Okay, so one possible value for this one is 0. Okay, so this will be at z equals to 0, this will be 9 plus 0 equals to 9, which is a multiple of 9, which is a multiple of 9. Okay, and at z equals to, if we take 1, so that means 9 plus 1 will be 10, which is not equal to 0. If we take z equals to 2, so 9 plus 2 will be 11, which is again not equal to a multiple, which is not a multiple of 9. Okay, we can also take z equals to 2 3 4 5 6 and so on, you will not find that we are not getting a number which is a multiple of 9. Okay, so if we take z equals to 9, in that case we already have 9. At the place of z we'll write 9, so it will be 18, and which is a multiple of 9. Okay, so we have started from 0 to all the number till 9. We got only at the 0 and at z equal to 9 we are getting a number which is a multiple of 9. That means the possible value of z are 0 and 9. Okay, so right, hence the possible values of z is 0 and 9. Okay, so that's our answer. Now moving to the third question. Question is 2 4 x. If 2 4 x is a multiple of 3 where x is a digit, what is the value of x? So let's start the answer number 3. We have number 2 4 x is a multiple of 3. Okay, we know that a number is with multiple of 3 or divisible by 3 only if the sum of its digits is also divisible by 3. Okay, so we'll write we know that a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is also a multiple, or it's also divisible by 3. Okay, that means this x should be a number such that when we add all these 3 digits we should get a number which is a multiple of 3. Okay, so right, therefore the sum of the digits of the number 2 plus 4 plus x, which is 2 plus 4 is 6 plus x. Now we'll choose certain value of x such that the sum of these digits will be a multiple of 3. Okay, so if we choose x equal to 0, so write at x equal to 0, we have this 6 plus 0 will be 6, which is a multiple of 3. Okay, it is a multiple of 3. Okay, so if we choose 1 here, so say 6 plus 1 is 7, which is not divisible by 3. If we choose 2 here, 6 plus 2 will be 8, which is again not divisible by 3. So we can choose now x equals to 3. Okay, right, at x equals to 3 we get 6 plus 3. At the place of this x will write 3, which will give us 9. Okay, so this is also a multiple of 3. Okay, so write it is a multiple of 3. Okay, then we have at x equals to 6 also. Okay, we get x 6 plus 6 will be 12, which is a multiple of 3. You will write that line here, it is a multiple of 3. And also at 6 x equals to 9. Okay, we get 6 plus 9 equals to 15. It is again, it is a multiple of 3. Okay, we got 4 numbers 0, 3, 6 and 9. So we'll write hence the possible values of x are 0, 3, 6 and 9. So that's the answer. So in this question, at the place of this x, we can have 0, 3, 6 and 9. In each case, we'll get a number which is a multiple of 3. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Question number 4, we have 3, 1, z, 5 is a multiple of 3 where z is a digit. What might be the value of z? Okay, let's write the answer. Number 4, we have 3, 1, z, 5 is a multiple of 3. Okay, so we'll write, we know that a number is divisible by 3 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 3. Okay, therefore we have this 3 plus 1 plus z plus 5, which is equals to 3 plus 1 is 4, 4 plus 5 is 9 plus z. Okay, so again this z is already a multiple of 3, so we can choose different value for z such that the sum of the two digits will be also a multiple of 3. Okay, so we can choose z equal to 0. So write at z equals to 0, we get this 9 plus 0 equals to 9, which is a multiple of 3. Okay, you can also choose at z equals to, if you take 1, so we'll get this 9 plus 1 is 10, which is not a multiple of 3. If you choose z equals to 2, 9 plus 2 is 11, which is not multiple of 3. We can choose z to be 3. Okay, so we get 9 plus 3 equals to 12, which is also a multiple of 3, which is a multiple of 3. Okay, and also we can choose at z equals to 6, we get 9 plus 6 equals to 15, which is a multiple of 3. Okay, and at z equals to 9, we get 9 plus 9 equals to 18, which is a multiple of 3. Okay, so we got 4 values, which is 0, 3, 6 and 9. So the possible value of z are, right, hence the possible values of z are 0, 3, 6 and 9. Okay, so that's our answer. With this we have completed all the questions of exercise 16.2, and with that we have completed chapter number 16, also the exercise 16.2. okay, so that's all for now. Thanks for joining here everyone. Thank you.